that's got a big old head on it. What you don't know, I'm going to embarrass the hell out of you right now, Thor. Come over here. I won't undo it, but come over here. I want to show him something. Come here in the front. Thor, come up here. Thor, come up here. You can't do it. Thor, come up here. Okay, look at this fine specimen of a man. Well, what I want to show you, Thor has a lovely little pouch there with a zipper on it. But that's not all. He's got a zipper in the back. Superhero. Hey, who left this cup? Did I tell you, cleaning staff, can we clean this up, please? Is he Stan Lee's? He's been drinking. Hello, lady. Hello. How are you?
Hello.
Good. First of all, apologies for all of the changes. I know it's not my fault. I just want to tell you that because they flipped everything around because they screwed up on all of the photo ops. So, and also I know Colin Baker's channel was changed, and if you can spread the word, it was not his fault because they're saying it was. So, for you guys to know that it was not us, it was the people who organized it. They screwed up, everything was shoved back, and I know what's happened is some of you have come to my table because your photo ops have been moved, and some of you are under 18 and need to be home before dark. I kid you not. You must ask for your money back, okay? You must ask for your money back. Don't just let them keep your money. If you need to be home by a certain time, that's your parents' responsibility. If you're underage, ask for your money back, okay? Their fault. I like to basically get right into questions, and I apologize first right away if there's anybody under 18 and I say anything that's offensive, get over it. I'm sorry, I tried my best. It's always an interesting car ride home with parents when they have kids in the car and go, Mommy, Daddy, what did he even need said about this? Notice I bleep myself? Just you wait. Questions from I go right to questions. Is that all right?
Yes.
Because this is your moment. This is the day. All right, so I've sung for you already. Now shut up. No questions about singing.
Yeah. Oh no, I was stretching.
Congratulations on your wedding.
Because we care.
Yes!
I'm a big fan of the Nerdist podcast, and you've been on there quite a few times, and I was wondering if you would mind telling the story about tying the underpants to the fence story you told.
I'm going to embarrass the hell out of myself again. Yes, I was, Scott and I were traveling in the South. And we were, I think it was somewhere in Mississippi. And, you know, there's a lot of, I think it was Mississippi, but there's levees and things like that throughout Mississippi and in Louisiana and all that kind of stuff. You know what a levee is?
Yeah.
It's what we call here a dike, but that's something very different over here. They've all had fingers in them, but, you know, it's all different. I'm a lesbian. All right. What are you doing? I'm like, finger in a dike. No, sorry. Anyway. You've got bad imagination. Anyway, so, Scott and I I were traveling, and I had the night before eaten some, paraphrasing here, eaten some really, really bad food, okay? And I woke up with a very extremely upset stomach. So we're driving in the middle of nowhere, and we're driving along, and I'm like, Scott, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like, right now. He's like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? I said, we're in the middle of nowhere! There's not even a Stuckey's. Stuckey's don't exist anymore. I know, but I have to myself. Really, find someplace. He's driving. I'm like, no, find someplace. No. Oh my God. So I had to lift myself off of the leather seats. Really, I had no control. I crapped myself in the car. Driving like this, and when Scott just find some place. I got a suitcase in the back, I gotta change my pants. So we drive down by this levee dike, and we drive down, and we stop the car, and I get out of the car, and I'm literally walking like this. Oh my God, like it's gonna matter, because I've already shit myself. So I unbutton my pants, I take my pants off, I'm like, what am I going to do? What if people drive up? Oh my God, I couldn't believe my luck. Couldn't believe it. Finally worked my pants off, worked my way off my underwear, I hold them there for a second, clean myself up, put the new underwear on, get my other jeans on. I'm not going to chuck my jeans out, so I put them in the back in a plastic bag. Oh my God. And I'm like, this is brilliant, Scott. He's like, what? Look, there's a sign here, I'm just going to hang it up. It says no dumping. I hold my underwear full of shit, and a sign that said no dumping. Every fucking picture of it. Me standing next to it going. For sale tomorrow for $20 a piece. That's my shit myself story.
Can I shake your hand?
Can you shake my hand? Yeah, I can come up really quickly. But not everyone's going to want to do it. Just this one guy. There you go. That's a hand I wipe my ass with. Yes.
Okay, so I've heard in some interviews that you used to collect Star Wars toys in the 70s.
Yes.
Okay, so now you have a bust of yourself, a doll of yourself, and multiple Doctor Who and Torchwood action figures.
Yeah.
So my question is, what is it like having an action figure? And second of all, do you go home and play with yourself all the time?
I'm an action figure. I love the fact that I'm an action hero. I have every single one of the dolls that have ever been made of me. I have all the Doctor Who action figures. I have a room at my house in Wales that is literally filled to the brim with collectibles and stuff that I have. I've got the original Jack Harkness square-disc gun, the prop that was made for me. Plus I have the one that was made as the replica that was later made because the real one disappeared. I walked out like that, I'm like, I got a square-disc gun in my pocket. Yes, I have a 6-inch, I have an 8-inch, and I have a 12-inch, and I have a 3-inch.
I love you.
It's fully posable. Hello.
Hi, I just want to thank you first of all for coming. This is amazing.
You're welcome.
And I know you've already been congratulated on getting married, and I just wanted to say that's awesome, and that I'm going to be joining you soon because last night my boyfriend proposed to me. Last night we got to the hotel room and he
Turn me up a little bit, please. Just turn me up a little. Thank you. I like to be loud. Go ahead.
And I just wanted to ask you, what do you think? I know, like, did you have like a ceremony or anything, or is it just intimate little friends? And if you had a color scheme...
You want details?
So also, what do you think of white and TARDIS blue for wedding colors?
White and TARDIS blue for the wedding colors. Are you a virgin? Because who's wearing the white? From that grin on your face, I can tell you're not wearing white at all. Last night, something like someone's ring was on your finger, but it wasn't a steel one. It was titanium. It's really quite funny. We woke up in the morning, those of you who follow me on Twitter or Facebook or any of the other social media sites, we woke up in the morning and it was actually a text from my sister that said, "It's past." And so we turned on the television. It was about 8 o'clock in the morning in California. We turned on the television, watched the news. We both got very emotional. We kissed and we tweeted it and sent it out, right? And we had already talked about this prior to it, that we would do it as soon as it passed, right? Because if they didn't, if they were able to somehow backtrack on it, we wanted to have it done so we could put up the biggest fight you've ever seen in your life, right? Of days, and I can't remember how it was on the 3rd of July, I think it was, or was it the 4th? You know what that said? I don't remember. I am terrible at dates, and Scott will always say, "Yeah, do you remember this date?" And I'm like to my assistant, "Reese, what date is this?" I don't remember. Oh my God. Anyway, so we had a fight in the morning. I know. And he woke up, got out, I had the coffee. He gets coffee in bed every morning. I'm a sucker. Right?
The woman's head keeps moving.
So I brought him his coffee and he sat up and he went, "So when are you going to propose to me?" I went, "What? What do you mean he proposed to you?" "I did it last time when we were in Cardiff, when we had the civil partnership." "No, you didn't." "Yes, I did." "Well, what's to say you don't get that and you propose to me?" "Well, I'm not doing it because you want to do it first and you got to..." So it was that. And then finally went, "Fine! We're gonna get married!" We held hands, we went down to the registrar's office, but the thing that struck me the most, that I have, really, really thrilled me, and really touched me also, is the fact that, Scott and I I'm 46, Scott's 50, and we consider ourselves still to be quite young. And when we got to the registrar's office in Indio, California, there was not a couple that was under 75 years old. Exactly. And we witnessed 3 of the weddings for 3 older couples, and I videotaped them and everything for them. And the guy who was 82 years old, who was the same age as my father, my parents have been married for, coming up almost for 60 years. This couple had been married together for over 44 years. And he was in tears and he said, "I never ever thought in my lifetime I would ever see this day." So for all of these people, these couples who have been basically hiding who they were for all those years and living together in love, but not being recognized by the community. I could fight for another 20 years, but for them, this is a huge thing. And it's more about those couples for me than it is about me, because I've got a lot more to say. And I know it's touchy, but 2 guys today put a lawsuit in against the donor ruling. You must support them. You must go on there.
Absolutely.
And if you don't agree with it, then piss off. It's the 21st century. Everything.
I'm really nervous. Similar to your shake yourself story about the kiss yourself. But for not the same reasons, I'm pregnant.
Oh, you're pregnant? Oh, so you got something pressing on your lap.
Hand me that.
Yes.
Just don't have the baby.
So here's my dilemma.
All right.
My lovely husband, Jack.
Where?
Jack.
Wade.
Right here.
Hi, Jack.
Will not help me pick out a name for a boy. Would you help me? He just won't tell me if he likes it or not. He will say what he likes.
Maybe he's just letting you choose.
No, he's not. No. Every pregnant woman out there has lists
You
of
really know what
names.
you want, don't you? All her names are... I mean, as much as...
Where's the problem?
I know, but as much as I love Doctor Who and Torchwood and all the characters that I've played, maybe call it your baby after a little bit. Maybe a little, but I think if it's a girl, Sarah Jane's fabulous.
Yes!
It's a boy.
It's a boy. I even
Then
recommended
you gotta
Jack.
call it Jack.
I even recommended Jack.
You're Jack also, so it could be Jack 2. Jack 1 and Jack 2. She is so tired of being in here, isn't she? She wants to go home. Anyway, listen, put it online or something and we'll take a vote over it. I'm sure they'll really love that. We'll figure it out.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes.
I love musical theater.
Do you?
I do.
Are you sure you're not a gay man? You're not sure. There's some lesbians out in the front here who will help you figure it out. With me, I'll line you up.
I was just wondering what your favorite musical is or favorite song.
Well, I never tend to answer questions that are about favorites because once you say what your favorite is, because of today's social media, it's online and it's everywhere. So I never ever say what my favorite things are. I'm quite happy. The musicals that I've done, I'm quite happy to do done all of them. I love everyone for different reasons. But there's shows that I like. One of my favorites that I'd love to do one day is Mac and Mabel.
Whoa, yes.
But I have to rewrite it. Sorry. Because the ending's just crap. It's not a good ending. It's not a good ending. Yeah. So I've already talked to some people who know Jerry, and I know Jerry, blah, 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 so we'll sort it out, maybe a few years down the line. Favorite musical song? Gosh, there's so many out there. I mean, the one thing I love doing most recently was working with Stephen Schwartz and rewriting just little bits of The Wizard Knights of The Doctor and I. And,
Oh, yes!
if you haven't heard it, it's on, I think it's on iTunes. That you can get it. I recorded it. It's on one of my albums. I did it as a tribute to Doctor Who. And it's for me what Captain Jack feels like in being with the Doctor and his relationship with the Doctor. And it's actually really quite a fun song. And I sing the shit out of it.
You sing the shit out of everything.
Thank you very much. I can also hang my shit on sign.
You put that on the floor under the chair.
Hi.
Thanks.
I'm a really big fan of your role, Captain Jack, on Doctor Who.
Yes.
And I was just wondering if you knew if you would be playing him anytime soon?
I have no idea. Seriously, that's the only answer I can give you. I have no idea. They have to ask. And I've always said that if they ask at the drop of a hat, I will do it because I absolutely adore Jack. I love the character. I love playing him, and also the fact that Arrow, which I'm on at the moment, I've so just let the cat out of the bag. I'm supposed to be dead.
Oh, no! We won't tell.
But it's flashbacks, thank you! You might be back in flashbacks! Keep the minutes! But Arrow had said if they wanted me back while I'm filming that, they would let me go to do it, but they haven't asked. Ask them. .co.uk. Anyway, yes.
Okay, you said no questions on singing.
Uh,
And I'm asking anyway.
I like the attitude. Fire away.
Would you please sing the train song?
That's not really a song. That's like one of those internet things that just happen. I'm the only one on the train. I'm the only one on the train. That was all it was. I was the only person on this train going to Essex every day. And I recorded that and put it online. Now everybody, like, they put things on going, I'm the only one on the bus. I'm like, it's my song. I'm not the only one on the plane. I'm not the only one on the plane. You're not, let's fall! Is that good enough? Thank you. Gentlemen in the green.
Hello, this is more about crack.
I thought you were going to say about crack. I was like,
no, not crack. There is the episode where Captain Jack's grandchild dies. How did you come
Say
to
it
that?
again.
There's an episode on Torchwood where...
Put the mic up to your mouth closer to me.
Sorry.
He's not disagreeing.
There is an episode on Torchwood where Captain Jack's grandchild dies.
Yes.
How did you come to that scene? How did you prepare for it?
I have to be totally honest with you. I am not one of those actors who delves into the depths of their doldrums to find the motivation and the sequence of events that are prior to the moment. I just get up and do it. I think a lot of other actors are that way also, and I have nothing against the actors who have that progression, except that just hurry up and get to that moment because I really want to go home and eat dinner, right? So we did, on Torchwood, we wouldn't get into those heavy, but I think sometimes when you play the truth of the moment as you're doing it, that is the best way to get the intensity and the truth across. It was a hard scene to do because the young boy, Bear is his name, and he was not any of the ones that you were. His name was Bear. He's a cute kid. He said to me before, he said, John, what can I do to make more impact with the scene? I'm like, well, Bear, let me give you some tips. When I turn the machine on and you start, like, you all know what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it goes and it happens, you want to make it look like it's going to be, terrible. I want you, because he was doing it in a couple of takes. It was just plain, and then he would fall and da-da-da. I said, Bear, start shaking a little bit, and then start violently shaking, and teleport or makeup, put a little bit of blood that drips out of your nose. Do something, I said, because that'll freak people out. It's like, okay, so this kid got up and he shook. The thing that in those situations that I always look at is, I think about, I don't have any children, but I have nieces and nephews, and I can do what we call substitute things in my head for those moments. But really, if you're watching a young child die in front of you, which that imaginary world, which when David and I, or Eve Miles, or Gareth, anybody who was involved in that show, those imaginary worlds, when we were doing them, they were completely real. That was real to us. That was another world that we were creating, which is why I think you all went and caught on to it and loved it. Because we treated it, we didn't treat it like, how stupid is this, da-da-da. Never, ever did we think that. So I think that's what makes those scenes work. People used to come up to me in the supermarket, walk past me, and these women, men would come up, these women would go up in the frozen food section, looking, like out at the frozen food section, what do you think? Getting fish fingers. Fish finger sandwich with ketchup, delicious. Anyway, it's like a hot
brown.
Hot brown. Woo-hoo. Yeah. I told Scott I had a hot brown the other night. He's like, really? He said, I don't know what to make of that. I said, it's not what you think. So she came up to me, she walked up, and she said, I have to tell you, I think you're awful. But I still love you. And I don't understand why you killed him. I walked away. And I'm standing there going, she turned around, she went, but I'll still watch, bye! But I have that kind of of dilemma as a person who watches, that's exactly what we wanted, because the whole point of doing that, and the whole point of that series, that whole arc of that show was, if you were in a position and you had a family member of that age, and you were the one that was on, the weight was on, would you sacrifice that family member to save the entire planet? Would you do it? Right? Some people would say yes, others would say no. For those who say, so that's the dilemma Jack was in. And he would sacrifice anything to save humanity. The same as the doctor would. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Wondering when you were informed that your character, Captain Jack, was actually going to be the face of Bo.
It was a shock.